Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an LT-432. It's a Tier 8 Soviet light tank, premium light. It's located on the north spawn of Pilsen and it's under the command of the Bassman from Hell. Yes, it's that fast little light that thinks it's a medium and acts like a medium, but it's actually a light. Well, it's armed with an 85mm gun, which does 180 alpha and penetrates 176mm of armor. But the best thing about this thing is it is a light tank, which means it's got light tank camo qualities. It zooms around the map at really high speed. It's got a top speed of 70 kilometers an hour, and it's very low profile as well. It's difficult to get a shot on these things when they're moving fast, because you have to lead the target quite a lot to get the shot on. Well, it looks like Bassman's going to take it down the railway tracks. The initial enemies have been seen in the coal pits. And he's stopped here for a moment. Can you get shots on these guys? Not yet. Fairly fast reload. It's just under 5 seconds for a shot. And that is fast when you consider that the T-3485M does actually take longer with its shots to reload. We're trying to sneak up behind our guys. He could come up behind them and give them what for. Instead, he's decided to go down the railway tracks and just leave those guys to the attentions of his teammates. Oh, he's found the enemy. Okay, he's backing down into the pit. Okay, locks onto the Mutz because the Mutz saw him. And oh, he won into the rear of the Mutz. He's staying with the Mutz for the moment. Keep pumping those rounds in. Let the T-54 have the attention of those guys whilst he just keeps firing rounds into them. Go for the kill. No, not a kill shot yet. 2 more. Oh, there he goes. And there goes the Rebel Arise. Now we've got a CS-59. Looks like the enemy's gone all in on this corner. We lost the T-54 though. He fires 1 round at the CS and pulls away after taking a round, 90mm round I think that is, for 353. Pulls around the corner, lets his teammates put a few shots into that guy, soften him up. Yep, that's it. 491. That was a big hit from a Scorpion, I think. Stay here momentarily. He's thinking about getting shots into that Hawk over there, but the railway line's actually getting in the way. And he doesn't want to pop up too high because he might be vulnerable to the CS-53. The Hawk's gone. That's just not a CS-53, it's a CS-59. Those numbers keep confusing me as to which is which. This is a tier 9 game and that's top tier tank. It may be more than a 90mm. I think that might actually be a 100mm gun on the CS-59. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, he's got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. I'm not sure if he spotted the damage that was on the EBR, but he's now got support of the T-44. He's got the 100mm gun. And now he can go in and he gets the kill shot, but unfortunately we lose the T-44. But that means further south he's probably free to move. He's just waiting for some support and he's got a Scorpion coming up. Oh, Scorpion just took some damage. And there's the EBR. Trying to get a shot on him. Very satisfying when you take these guys out of the game. He's as high as he can get, but he'd have to get close to the tracks in order to hit the EBR now because he's gone further away. Yeah, he's going around the corner. He's going after the Arty. No, he's changed his mind. He's coming up after the STA. Hopefully Arty will shoot him in the ass because he's got 2 Arty sitting directly behind him. The Scorpion's moving back to support. And the EBR's moved away. Oh, we lost the STA-2 to their Charioteers. So their Charioteers probably within sight of him. And there he is. Now, did he see us? Sixth Sense didn't go off, but we certainly saw him. And he's moving to a firing position, which means he might be able to get around into that guy. Nope. not on this occasion. He still thinks there's somebody ahead of him, which is why he's being cautious to move forward. He's got a TS5 now for support. And there is somebody up here. In fact, there's 2 tanks. And he does take a hit, which ruptures his fuel tank from the Canonian Jagdpanzer. Puts a round into the Striv 103. And the Arty's helping now. Oh, that was a big hit on the Canonian Jagdpanzer. So he just needs to kill the Striv now. He's looking at him. Track him. That's it. Now get round behind him. He can't do anything unless he fixes his tracks. He's on fire. And that's a kill. 2 kills now to Bassman. Nice tracking shot, that one. Those tanks are so vulnerable if you track them. Oh, he says thank you to the TS5. Always a nice policy that to thank your teammates if they help you out. I always put a message in chat if I see a really good Arty shot that helps me while I'm in a tank or a tank destroyer. I will say thank you to the Arty to say, yep, good, great shot. It actually encourages them to help you even more if they recognise they're getting recognition for their actions. He's going to try and creep up on this charioteer, but he doesn't need to worry because he gets wiped out by the 50 TP. He's making a quick beeline now for the Arty because they are over in the southwest corner of the map. Well, that's where they usually are. If they're not, he'll discover them on the way. Oh, he spotted one of them in what he was behind. He's auto aimed on at this range, puts one in. He's going to need at least 2 more. Oh, and the kill shot goes to the TS5. So now it's a race between him and the Conway to get to the corner. Potential patrol duty medal. I say potential because you don't automatically get it actually. Sometimes I've seen it announced, but it didn't actually happen in the end. And it's a batch at 155.58 or 55 rather, and the kill goes to the Scorpion. So a bit of a battered LT-432, but he got the win. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, first class tanker for the BassmanFromHell. It's the first time he's had a first class tanker in this tank. And he's also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and he got an Orlik medal. He took on and destroyed 2 or more enemy tanks that were at least 1 tier higher than his own vehicle. And his win rate from the battle was 3,853, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the 50 TP, got 2,524 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the M53, M55 on their team, who got 2,513, and he picked up a Confederate. And then the TS5, 2,379 hit points for him. The T95 managed to steal wall, and Bassman got the Orlik medal. He didn't get that patrol duty like it was announced. I did say that sometimes it's announced, but it doesn't actually get awarded. He got 1,538 hit points of damage, and actually if he pushed any harder and tried to go down the tracks on his own, he probably would have come across both tank destroyers and been wiped out very, very quickly. So he made a smart move to wait for the TS5 support. When it came to kills, it was the 50 TP who did the best, and alongside the TS5, both got 3 kills. 2 kills for the Bassman and the Scorpion, and 2 members of the enemy team managed to get 2 kills, the GW Tiger and their CS59. When it came to base XP, he's top because he did a lot of spotting. 1,295 base for the Bassman, and 854 for the 50 TP, 852 for the T95. Bassman was the only one to get over 1,000 base, but it wasn't enough to get an ace tanker because this little tank, this premium tank, is owned by a lot of people and the standard is very, very high indeed. In order to get an ace tanker, you almost have to get Top Guns, Radley Walters, that sort of level, because yes, some of the people who play it are keeping the standard very, very high indeed. He fired 13 85mm rounds in that game, got 12 direct hits, 9 penetration, damage of 1,538 hit points, all of it at close range. Received 3 hits from the enemy, 2 of which penetrated, 1 non-penetration. The armor is actually quite good, and I think the non-penetration actually hit his tracks, so he was lucky on that occasion. 390 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 4,680 hit points of spotting assist. And that's why his base XP was so high, because he was doing a huge amount of spotting on the railway line, finding out where the enemy was, and then allowing his teammates to actually do some damage to them from range. On a premium count, he earned 112,686 credits from that game, a huge total, mostly aided by the fact that he had such a large spotting total. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he didn't use any premium ammo because he didn't need to. He actually ended up with 101,264 credits profit. He received 1,942 XP, got ×2 for the first victory of the day, 194 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 4,079 experience points altogether from the game. So, first class, spotter, Orliks, no patrol duty. It was mentioned, but it didn't happen. So maybe next time Bassman will be sending me an ace tanker with a patrol duty, or probably with a holy trinity, the spotter, patrol duty and scout, because this is a really good little tank, this one. I really do like the LT-432. I had some pretty epic battles in my LT-432 where I was literally whizzing all over the map at high speed and picking on targets which my teammates had already engaged, and I'd just whiz up behind an enemy who was focusing on my teammate and just put holes into him whilst he was busy pointing the other way. Yeah, they're great fun, these little things. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.